Well, I did again. I watched a movie about devil worship and exorcisms and the end of the world. This one's from 2017 and it's called Belzebuth. Hard time saying that word. Let's review. If you like this channel, please consider subscribing, tap on the likes below, and tap on the bell button for future notifications of future horror and coffee content. Okay, we got a horror movie here. Came out in 2017. I saw it last night on Shudder called Belzebuth. And it stars Joaquin Cosio and, funny enough, Tobin Bell. You know who Tobin Bell is, right? Old Jigsaw from the Saw series. The movie also stars Tate Ellington. Written and directed by Emilio Portes. It's a Mexican movie. It happens in Mexico. When I started watching this film, I was like, okay, it's another one of those kind of movies. And then I realized that once again, I had to clear my mind because I am so into this kind of horror. I have to like unlearn what I've learned in the past. And I had to just kind of walk away. And then I would come back and be like, okay, let's roll with this idea. There's a series of horrible massacres on young people, particularly children. Joaquin Casio plays a detective who sadly goes through a tragedy and loses his firstborn son in this horrific killing that happens in the hospital the day of his birth. And a whole bunch of other babies were killed too. 5 years later, it's the murders start upticking again in different forms, except it targets the same group of children in the same age range, 5 years and whatnot. The Vatican sends this priest over to help the cop kind of uncover and unravel what the issue is. Apparently there's some cult led by a rogue priest, a priest that's gone rogue. This is played by Tobin Bell. And there seems to be all centered particularly around one particular young boy and his mother. Tobin Bell's priest character, because I never caught his real name in the actual movie, kind of unveils to the cop and the younger priest his plan. Apparently Jesus tried coming back 1,000, not two. Two was the first time. 1,000 years ago, and now he's having a third go at it. So Satan, the devil, won't have this. So he tries to eliminate the Christ child by sending these lunatics to kill all these children born on the same day as the Christ child. That sounds eerily familiar. Notwithstanding creativity aside, it turned out to be a very well shot film. I loved the scenes. It wasn't scary per se. I mean, it had its, I guess, its attempt at jump scares. There was one particular scene early on when they're going to consult a psychic that they knew about how to find this priest. And what happened when she was attempting to reach out to help them in that particular scene made me jump back, and I thought that was pretty cool. That was like some serious Exorcist stuff. I thought it was great. You know, there's only so many ways you can try to be creative with this kind of idea of exorcisms and the devil and the end of the world and everything. But when you start applying the second coming of Christ, it becomes really complex. Okay? Films like The Seventh Seal addresses that. Films like Damien, The Final Conflict, Omen 3 addresses that. But they address it in a different way to make it seem like, okay, I get it. I get the point of the movie. This one does the same. It seems to bring in this idea of reincarnation. I actually really enjoyed the story that it involved. You know, there was a final showdown and exorcism that had to be played out as the devil took hold of one of the main characters and had to and Tobin's character had to like fight and sacrifice everything in order to keep him from getting to the Christ child or the future Messiah. the ultimate plan is to, by the way, if you don't know already, mad spoilers. Just, but come go see the movie for yourself. But the idea is that they would raise the Christ child in some monastery somewhere over the border, right? Somewhere in the southern United States, where he would be raised and trained to bring about the kingdom of God on earth. For those who just take horror movies like this with a grain of salt, like I should personally, I thought it was a good storyline. I thought the acting was great. I liked to see that Tobin Bell's still doing his thing out there, that he's not so dang typecasted now as Jigsaw. I like that he's doing other projects and stuff. So to know that he did this, it's pretty cool. This movie was a good watch. I wouldn't necessarily buy it on Blu-ray for me. I mean, it's on my streaming service, so I'll just keep it there. There are certain movies I would really just buy and have a physical copy of. Maybe I should make a video about that. Let me know below if you think I should do a list of movies that I need to, physically hold on to. I'm going to give Belzebuth 3 coffee cups. It was a good view and a good brew. It was good. It was a good, movie to watch at night. I saw it with my wife. We both watched it, and we both enjoyed it, actually. There were moments when I just bugged out and laughed a little because it kind of, again, there were some parts of it that were very cliched and typical of horror movies of this nature. And there were other things that were unique about it that made me go, you know what, that was well played out, and that was shot well. There was another horror movie that I can't think about, but I'll post up here that I reviewed in my brew trip to Puerto Rico that this movie reminded me a lot of. Of course, it had a different outing. In this particular film, there was a positive result. Usually, horror movies don't have positive results. I would definitely check it out. If you have Shudder, especially, go check it out on your Shudder stream. What do you think of Belzebuth? Talk to me. I don't even know what that name is. Talk to me. Comment below and share with me what you think of this film from 2017. All right? And get ready. October's coming up, so I got some plans. Got some plans this month as we approach Halloween. Ralph Perez here. Horror and Coffee. Take care.